Today, we're going to find out if the Akai MPC One is even more powerful than I originally thought. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and be sure to check out my free upcoming live stream concert, Freebeat Live Clash of Fools. It's on Friday, April 2nd at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. It's going to be a ton of fun. Hope to see you there. Let's get started. So Freebeat had a little bit of a scare last night. I sat down to run through the upcoming live show on the drum kit, just basically rehearsing before full-blown rehearsals start. Well, everything was going smooth. I was a couple songs in, and then all of a sudden the audio from the SPD-SX, the Roland sampler and sample player, cut out in my right ear and was only coming through the left, and then it started buzzing really bad. So I thought, well, that's weird, that's never happened before. So I turned it off, and then it wouldn't power back on. So I started to get pretty scared because the sampler, the SPD-SX, that's basically the whole show. It has all of the backing tracks in it, all the drumless songs from the album. It's got all of the sound effects and the miscellaneous samples, all the percussion. Basically anything that's not drum set comes from that sampler. So without that, the show really cannot happen. Plus, I originally bought that with the intent to take this show on the road, which I still would like to, after COVID is no longer a thing. So I was, pretty upset, especially because I've only had it for about a year, and I'm still paying it off, and I'm going to be paying it off for a while. So I talked with some of my patrons over on our patron-only Discord server, and, read some help links and stuff like that. And I wound up reading, some guy said that if you take a full fist and punch each pad, then it can come back on and start working again. So I did that. Lo and behold, it powers on, and I have not had any audio issues since last night. However, that was enough of an ordeal to scare me pretty bad and start looking for an alternative solution. So I started racking my brain and doing a little research, and then my mind fell on the Akai MPC One. See, the Roland sampler, the SPD-SX, it has 4 gigabytes of memory, and you can switch between any samples. They come in groups of, I believe, 15 on that pad, but you can switch between any group instantly because the memory is just instantaneous. The MPC One has 1 gig of memory, and storage is unlimited basically because you can, use SD cards. So I figured, well, surely, I could fit several songs per program, on a, within a 1 gigabyte limit on the MPC, and then switch between them, maybe while we run backing video or something like that during the shows. And of course, the MPC One has a very powerful MIDI in selection, so I figured I might be able to use my Alesis Trigger I/O to trigger the samples on the MPC One. I've talked about this guy a lot before. It's a trigger to MIDI interface used for drum triggers and stuff like that. So you get 10 trigger inputs and then USB out over with MIDI, and then just 5-pin MIDI out. So I figured that, instead of trying to do this before filming a video, I figured I'd just do it with you guys and see if we can set all this up. So there's going to be 2 parts of this video. The first part, we're going to take the MPC One and see how many songs from my upcoming live show we can load into one program at a time, one project at a time within that 1 gigabyte limit. Sorry, the focus is going nuts. And then we're going to see if we can trigger those samples from the Alesis unit. I've got a good chunk of the live show loaded up onto the SD card that's inside the MPC One right now. I believe we've got 8 songs on there. So we're going to try to load all 8 of those and see if we can do that. So empty project. Now I believe I can just go to Browse, Places. There's my SD card. Samples. COF for Clash of Fools. And now here's all the samples. Ignore my naming schemes, they were really bad. I really did not know what I was doing when I made all these. So let's, I guess, just try to load them in. So, okay, loaded. First track, no drums. Hammerhead, okay. Mallet high, mallet low. Oh yeah, I've got some mallet samples too from Ghost in the Galaxy. Third track, track 7, track 8, track 5, track 4, track 6, and that's it. So they all did load in. Let's hit the memory usage button here. Oh, wow. Hopefully you guys can see that. We're not even using half of the RAM yet. Wow. We could probably load the whole show in here then. I'm guessing that's what that means. Let's go ahead and get some of these samples onto the pads, though. I think can I just do assign samples? Yeah, okay. Cool. So let's assign a sample to this pad here. Let's pick, where's track 1? Is track 1 not on here? Oh, first track, no drums. There we go. Now if I hit this, there we go. We are playing Jumpstart is the name of that track. And I think it'll just play all the way through. I don't really want to listen to the whole thing right now, but I think that's how it works. Yeah. No drums. How do I stop it? Oh, and you can just double tap stop. Like any sensible device should have that feature. Just double hit stop and clear everything. Cool, yeah. So I can run my backing tracks just like that. Can we load another one here? Put Hammerhead on track 2. There we go. All right, so these are like 3-4 minute samples each. Yeah. I said track 2, I meant pad 2 there. Let's try to load track 3, no drums. Perfect. All right. I'm guessing we can just load all of these in. Where's track 4? There we go. Track 5. Track 6. Track 7, which is Ghost in the Galaxy. And track 8. Track 5, yep. Track 6. Ghost in the Galaxy. And track 8. Let's try to load this mallet section in here now. So we'll go, I'll set it up like I have it on the sampler. So low A right here, C, E, high A, and G. I do hear a little bit of it cutting out. No, it's not cutting out now. So let's see. Ghost in the Galaxy is pad 7, right? That is pretty cool. What are we at memory-wise? Yeah, we're not even halfway there. We could totally load the entire show on here. This is 8 drumless tracks plus a few bell samples. Wow. We could totally load the entire show into one program. That is freaking incredible. I'm so stoked. Oh my god, this might actually work out better than the Roland sampler, because you can still sample directly into this. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and save this real quick. We're just going to put Clash of Fools test. Sure. Perfect. We're going to save in projects. And it is going to take a second to save all that, because they're, again, each of those 8 tracks is like a 3 to 4 minute sample. Still saving. Wow. Still saving. Well, while that saves, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to do here. So we're going to take the Alesis unit. We're going to plug a couple drum triggers into it just so we have some input to use. And then I think I'm going to try to go USB MIDI first and see if we can get that set up. On the front, we can pick between different... How's this? This way. On the front, we can pick between different channels and numbers for each individual trigger. So that's cool. Yeah. All right, it's saved. Okay, so we saved, we powered the MPC off. Now we're going to try to plug the Alesis trigger unit into the MPC via USB and see if it'll power it and, you know, if there is data being sent. So bear with me while I wrap this cable around a million times. Let's see here, into the USB port. This way. Perfect. Alrighty, I'll tilt this up so you guys can see it. Let's power on the MPC. Maybe we'll get power on the Alesis unit. Uh-oh. Oh! Yeah! Okay, we got power. We've got power. Cool. Okay, so now I've got this Roland drum pad here. And I'm going to plug it into one of the inputs on the back of the Alesis unit. Let's just go number 7. Okay, so now if I hit the pad... Yep, we can see the activity LED there. So it does detect that. Let's see, do we have, let's load empty project. Okay, so when I hit the pad, I don't know if you guys can tell this, but the MIDI input is flashing. Yeah, we have note data. That is so sick. This is gonna work. Oh my God, this is gonna work. This is totally gonna work. Okay, let's go in here and pull up our project. All right, let's see how long this takes to load in here. Oh, that was super fast. Okay. All right, we've still got MIDI data. Yep, so here's all of our tracks. Okay. So let's try pad 2. Let's see what note number we have to set this to. So for that, I'm going to scroll down to trigger MIDI note number. This says 35. Oh my God. It's that easy. It's that easy. That was note number 36. Does that mean I can keep bumping it up? And okay, that was weird. I went to 37 and it went back a pad. That might just be something might just be mislabeled. And 38 is pad 6. That's kind of weird. 39 is nothing. Okay, so the note numbers are a little screwy, but we can mess with that. That's something we can change. Wow, I want to try to find the bells actually on here. So, nope. There's a bell. Okay, let's see here. Got a pair of sticks. Okay, so it does cut out for some reason every once in a while. I'm not exactly sure why. That might be a polyphony issue. Like if I go into sample edit, well, that's on Hammerhead. Can I change through mallet A high? I think there's a way I can set the, oh, program edit. That's what it is. Oh, okay. So what if we like really crank up the polyphony to 32? Okay, so this is for the whole program. Yeah, I don't hear it cutting out at all now. Wow, I am absolutely blown away. I wonder what kind of options we have for editing MIDI. Is there, oh, MIDI control? We can turn off velocity too. Okay, well, this is insane. This is amazing. I might try to run the live show off of this and use the Roland pad for a backup. Wow. Now the cool thing here is I have 10 dual trigger inputs. So I can do up to 20 triggers per kit on here, and I can just cycle through the different kit settings on the Alesis module and leave everything on the MPC One. Because keep in mind, one program can have up to 8 banks of 16 samples, and those are all triggerable via MIDI. So this was a huge win. The MPC One, once again, has completely exceeded my expectations. I just realized I can still use like effects on all this stuff too. Amazing. I am stoked. I am so excited. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you did, go ahead and leave a like on it. If not, you can leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings, just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.